Okay, in this section we're going to play around with shading some different or representing some different regions on Venn diagrams. The first one I want us to look at is how would we represent or shade set A. So here's A. Actually, let me make this a little bit larger here so you can see what I'm doing better. Okay, so we just want to shade, so A is going to be our shaded area. And these are two sets here, A and set B. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to shade everything that is in A, and this would be it. It just so happens that some of these are also in B, but that doesn't matter because, like for example, all of these right here in the middle, these are in B as well, but we're shading everything that is in A, so those would be included in our shading. Now let's look at, what if I wanted to shade A intersect B? So here's my two sets. Well, A intersect B, remember this translates as both A and B. Well, if I shaded these numbers over here, these are in only set A, these are in only set B, so my solution, only possible solution is going to be these right here in the middle, this little football. Because anything in here is going to be an A because here's A, right? And again, anything in here is also going to be in B because here's B. So this is the intersection of A and B. Let's look at our next piece. What if I wanted you to shade the complement of something? For example, here's A and B, and I want you to shade the complement of B. So everything that is not B. What would that look like? Well, let's take a look at it. So here's B, and if I shaded what's inside that circle, that would be everything that is B. So if I flip that, everything outside of B is not B, okay, which is what I was asking for down here. Everything that is not B, which is also called the complement of B. Now, some of these get a little bit tricky because we're going to combine some pieces together. So what if I told you that I wanted you to shade, here's A and B again, I wanted you to shade the complement of A union B. The complement of A union B. Well, first of all, let's mark A union B. So remember we said it's all of A unified or merged, fused, however you want to think about it, with B. So A union B would be this whole thing, A union B. So I have merged them together. So if it was inside of those, that would be A union B. But I don't want inside, I want what is not in A union B. So I'm going to flip my shading, and then instead of shading inside, I'm going to shade the outside. And this would be the complement of A union B. Likewise, if I wanted to do the complement of A intersect B, well, here is the intersection of A and B. Let me write this out so you can see. So this is A intersect B. And the complement of that, everything in here would be A intersect B. I want not A intersect B. So instead of shading inside, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to shade everything that is outside of A intersect B. It's just going to be this entire area of the universal set with the exception of this area, A union B.